For the fifth straight year, the season ends at Phoenix Raceway. Triple header weekend, trucks on Friday, Xfinity Saturday afternoon, the Cup Series finale on Sunday. Let's look at every single championship four. I'll give you my rankings. We'll dive into the analytics. We're breaking it all down. Championship weekend preview. Let's rock and roll. Let's start with the Craftsman Truck Series. Grant Enfinger won back-to-back races at the beginning of the round of 8 to advance to his third career Truck Series championship four. The veteran of the group appears to be getting hot at the right time. Phoenix Raceway is a short, flat oval. There's nothing on the schedule exactly like it, but there are some similarities, and Grant Enfinger's had some good results at the short tracks this year. He was second at North Wilkesboro, third at IRP, fourth at Richmond. Grant Enfinger has age and experience on his side. Can that 9 truck go toe-to-toe with some of the series powerhouses? Let's talk about Christian Eckes, who won at Martinsville this past weekend in controversial fashion, had to punt fellow playoff contender Taylor Gray out of the way in the final laps. Gray confronted Eckes. Could that animosity carry over to Phoenix? Could Taylor Gray make Christian Eckes' life a little more difficult? Absolutely, but on paper, Eckes appears to be the favorite. 4 wins on the season, a ridiculous 5.5 average finish for the year. He's the 2019 ARCA champion. Watch out for Christian Eckes in his first Championship 4 appearance. Then there's Corey Heim, who earlier today confirmed he'll be back with Tricon Garage next year for a third consecutive season. 1 year ago, this was Corey Heim's championship to lose. Took the lead late, had the best truck, got spun by rival Carson Hocevar. We then know how the evening devolved from there. Heim has a series best 6 wins this year, has been a little quieter recently, but still has an impressive 5.3 average finish in these playoffs. Heim, Eckes, likely the 2 heavy favorites going into Phoenix. But there's one driver we should not forget. That's Ty Majeski. Great short track racer from Wisconsin, won at IRP, won at Richmond over the summer, was second at the Milwaukee Mile. He won the opening stage of last year's Phoenix Championship race. Don't count out Ty Majeski. ThorSport is a championship winning organization. I feel the Truck Series Championship 4 may be the most evenly matched of the 3 National Series racing this weekend. Sure, Eckes and Heim have the best season-long numbers, but Enfinger's won 2 of the last 3 races, and Ty Majeski's specialty is short flat tracks, so you could make a compelling case for any of these 4. My rankings. I respect the veteran experience of Grant Enfinger, but I'm not sure that team has the firepower to keep up with the rest of the Championship 4. I'm going to put Ty Majeski at 3. This type of track is right in his wheelhouse, but again, the consistency of Corey Heim, 6 wins this year, should not go unnoticed. Despite the drama with Taylor Gray, I think Christian Eckes is the favorite this weekend. Dominant speed at Martinsville. Not a ton of similarities between Martinsville and Phoenix, but I still like that momentum. This is my Truck Series Championship 4 ranked. If you ask me, I think Christian Eckes gets his first career Truck Series title and then moves up to the Xfinity Series next year with Colleague. All right, next, the Xfinity Series Championship race Saturday afternoon on the CW. AJ Allmendinger picked a good time to get his first win of the season, winning at Las Vegas, the round of 8 opener. He's had 2 extra weeks to focus on this championship, which I believe he desperately needed. Colleague Racing is not at their peak right now. That win at Las Vegas was their first oval victory all season. In fact, it was their first win by someone not named Shane Van Gisbergen. Will those extra weeks to prepare prove to be a significant advantage? I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. Then there's Austin Hill, who won at Homestead Miami Speedway to lock in. Interesting fact, Austin Hill has 4 wins this year, most of any Xfinity Series regular, but he also has the fewest laps led this year of the Championship 4. I guess that's what happens when 3 of your 4 wins come at super speedways. Phoenix is about as far from a super speedway as you can get. He's led laps here in the past, been decent here in the past. Richard Childress Racing is a championship caliber Xfinity Series team. Can they put it all together? Then there's Justin Allgaier making his 7th career Xfinity Series Championship 4 appearance. He's 0 for 6. Is lucky number 7? Seventh time the charm? Allgaier is great at the short ovals. He's led laps in nearly every short oval race this year. Martinsville, Richmond, Phoenix Spring. He dominated that race before blowing a tire in the closing laps. It was tragic. Allgaier's last Phoenix win was in 2019, but he's led laps in 4 of the last 5 Phoenix races. Is this the year, finally, Justin Allgaier breaks through? You'll see my rankings in a second. One more driver, though, we can't forget about: defending series champion Cole Custer. Some controversy here as well. He made contact with fellow playoff driver Chandler Smith late in Saturday's Martinsville race. Smith confronted Custer on pit road after the race, got fined $10,000 for this little slap attempt. Chandler Smith still does not have a ride for next season. I don't anticipate any dramatic retaliation, but similar to Taylor Gray versus Christian Eckes in trucks, I wouldn't be surprised if Chandler Smith races Cole Custer really hard Saturday afternoon. Could that impact Cole Custer's title defense? Sure, maybe. But if we look at the season-long numbers, outside of wins, Cole Custer has been the most consistent driver of the Championship 4. Phoenix has been kind to Custer as well. Obviously won last year. He's led laps in 5 straight Phoenix races, and his career average finish at Phoenix is 7.5. Tough numbers to beat. I believe there are 2 clear favorites for the Xfinity Series title. Let's make our rankings here. At 4, AJ Allmendinger. He's a veteran. I just don't trust Kaulig Racing. Their lack of speed this year is concerning. Allmendinger at 4. At 3, give me Austin Hill. RCR is great. Austin Hill is great, but his specialty are high-banked, high-speed oval super speedways. He just won 1.5 miles at Homestead. Phoenix could not be further from that style of racing. He's done well here in the past, but I don't think he is a top 2 contender this week. At number 2, and honestly, secretly, maybe I'm rooting for this guy this weekend. At 2, I got Justin Allgaier. The 0 for 6 bothers me, but hey, you could say he's due to win one of these eventually. At number 1, I have the defending champion Cole Custer. He's proven himself in this race. This is his 4th career Xfinity Championship 4 appearance, so he has experience dealing with the pressure. I like Cole Custer to get Stewart-Haas Racing one final championship before they ride off into the Phoenix sunset and rebrand to whatever Haas factory team looks like next year. So there are my Xfinity Series rankings 1 through 4. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. Side note, I should probably mention Stewart-Haas is not eligible for the Owners' Championship. The Joe Gibbs Racing 20 car that will be driven by Eric Almirola is. So Almirola very well could go win the Owners' title. That would not shock me. Now, let's focus in on the Cup Series. Before we get to Cup, we have to thank our sponsor today, Electric E-Bikes. Escape the ordinary with the Electric X-Peak, an all-terrain e-bike equipped to take you off-road, encouraging you into the unknown. It's durable, able to take on the most rugged of terrains, explore beyond your neighborhood with 26-inch fat tires, over 1,300 watts of peak motor, and a trail-ready suspension to smooth out the ride ahead. Head to electricebikes.com to learn more about the X-Peak or to find another electric ride that suits you. Thank you to Electric E-Bikes for sponsoring this episode. Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, and Ryan Blaney clinched championship spots with wins. William Byron got the 4th position on points after a controversial finish at Martinsville Speedway. It's an eclectic championship 4 this year. Some past champions, some newcomers. All 3 manufacturers represented, 3 different teams represented. Every driver has exactly 3 wins this season. You can see some of their full season stats side by side by side right there. The Cup Series, of course, raced at Phoenix back in March. Toyota dominated that one with Christopher Bell getting the victory. It was a struggle for Joey Logano, who qualified 23rd, finished 33rd after getting crashed on a late restart. Tyler Reddick had a good day, started 6th, finished top 10, led 68 laps. Ryan Blaney worked his way into the top 5, but never really contended for the win. And William Byron started off strong, but eventually got trapped mid-pack, finished 18th. If we look back at Phoenix history, you see Joey Logano has 3 career Phoenix wins. The only other driver with a win is William Byron a couple years ago. But if we look at the last 3 years, the next gen era, 5 Phoenix races have been held with this car. And wow, look at those average finishes. Ryan Blaney, a 3.4 average finish. He also has the second best average running position of any Cup Series driver the past 3 years. William Byron's average finish looks pretty good as well, and he actually has the best average running position at Phoenix the past 3 years. So watch out for those two. 24 and 12. Logano with those 3 career wins has some history on his side. And Tyler Reddick, I just mentioned, his numbers there don't jump out at you, but he led 68 laps here in the spring. Toyota looked dominant. Much like the Truck Series especially, I think you could make a very compelling case for any of these 4. Let's go in order of how they locked in. Joey Logano making his 6th career Championship 4 appearance, a record he now holds. No one has been to more Championship 4s than Joey Logano. Team Penske is looking for a three-peat. Joey Logano is looking for his 3rd career Cup Series title. I know championships are viewed differently now than they were 20, 30, 70 years ago, but do you realize the company he would join? He would join greats like Tony Stewart, Darrell Waltrip, Cale Yarborough, I think Lee Petty, right? Lee Petty! And Joey Logano in the same tier. Joey Logano has a real shot at history this weekend, and history may be on his side. See, he won at Las Vegas, the round of 8 opener. He's had 2 extra weeks to fully focus on this championship race. The last 2 times Logano has done that, he's gone on to win the championship. In fact, in the past 9 years, 4 times the winner of the round of 8 opener went on to win the title. 4 of the last 9 years. 2 of those times, it was Joey Logano, so he's very, very good when you give him extra time to prepare. He locked in 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, Tyler Reddick made 2 passes on the final lap to win at Homestead Miami Speedway in thrilling fashion. He gets Toyota into the championship for Michael Jordan, 2311 into their first championship for. Crazy that the same week 2311 is battling for their first Cup title, they're also battling NASCAR in a federal courtroom. Insane. Tyler Reddick has a chance to get Toyota their first Cup title since 2019. It's been a while. I have a fun stat for y'all, and Tyler Reddick fans, this may be good news or bad news depending on how you look at it. 8 of the last 9 Cup Series champions have come from either Joe Gibbs Racing, Team Penske, or Hendrick Motorsports. It's very hard for one of the other teams to break through on the biggest stage, but the one exception was 2017 Martin Truex Jr. with Furniture Row. That was a Joe Gibbs Racing satellite team, much like 2311 is now. So that's what I mean. Could be good news for Reddick, could be bad news for Reddick, depending on how you look at it. Tyler Reddick in his first championship 4. He's the only newcomer of this group. Everyone else has been here before, like Ryan Blaney. Yeah, he's been here before. He's won it before. He's the defending Cup Series champion. He's also looking to get Team Penske that three-peat, but he's also looking to be the first driver in the playoff era, 2014 to now, to go back-to-back. It's never been done. Kyle Busch has won twice, Joey Logano has won twice, but they've never won consecutive championships. Ryan Blaney has a chance to make history of his own this Sunday afternoon. But he will have to battle William Byron, who will have the full force of Hendrick Motorsports behind him. William Byron in the Championship 4 for the 2nd consecutive season. He's 26 years old. If he wins the championship Sunday, he would be, I looked this up, the 5th youngest Cup champion in series history. Byron has not won a race since the beginning of the season, but he's been very consistent lately. After a rocky round of 16, Byron's average finish the last 6 weeks is 4.0. Best in the series. That's crazy. One more look at the season stats for the Cup Series Championship 4. Now we have to make our rankings. This is tough. Ugh. At number 4, this one hurts. I think Tyler Reddick. 2311 is a little distracted. They dropped their Bubba Wallace appeal this week to try and refocus, but they'll be without Dave Rogers this weekend, whatever impact that might have. It's probably foolish of me to bet against Michael Jordan. Maybe he'll take that personally and 2311 gets their first ever championship. I think it would be an awesome story, but again, it's tough for non-Gibbs, non-Penske, non-Hendrick drivers to win this race. I've got Reddick at 4. He is the newcomer of the group, the least Championship 4, or I should say the least Cup Series Championship 4 experience. He does have a pretty good Xfinity Series Championship 4 batting average, but Homestead Miami Speedway looks a lot different than Phoenix Raceway. At number 3, give me William Byron. He hasn't won a race in months. I do hold that against him, but he's been very consistent lately. He has won at Phoenix recently. And again, he will have the full force of Hendrick Motorsports behind him this week. That counts for something. William Byron at 3. Top 2. Team Penske has to be top 2, right? They've won back-to-back championships. Every time we doubt them, they make us pay for it. The question really is, who's Batman and who's Robin? There's no shame in being Robin. Robin's pretty cool. I have Joey Logano at number 2. He's been the least consistent driver this year of this group, but he's been very good at the short ovals, 2 extra weeks to prepare. He's a 2-time champion for a reason. I fully expect Joey Logano to run one of his best races of the season on Sunday. I just don't think it'll be quite enough to best his teammate and defending champion Ryan Blaney. That's right. My pick is Ryan Blaney to go back-to-back, first time in this format's history. He's going to have many of the same notes as Joey Logano, and his recent Phoenix success is unmatched. 3.4 average finish in the next-gen era, that's crazy. And let's be honest, he would have beat Joey Logano in 2022 if that wasn't the championship race. He would have gone up there, forced the issue, probably made the pass. He laid off, good sport, good teammate. Team Penske, I think, has earned the top 2 spots. In my opinion, Ryan Blaney is the favorite this weekend. But let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree. That was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed that. After a tumultuous week, it was nice to sit down and just focus on the racing. Hopefully we get some good racing this weekend. Trucks, Xfinity Cup. My championship picks are in order: Christian Eckes, Cole Custer, Ryan Blaney. That's kind of lame. I just realized I picked the same Xfinity and Cup champions as last year. Ah well, the data supports those picks and my eyes, I think, support those picks. Let me know if you agree down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, folks. Leave a like on this video, subscribe for more NASCAR content, news, rumors, race recaps, and so much more every single day. Big thank you to my Patreon supporters as well. I'll be at Phoenix for the championship all weekend long. If you see me, say hi. I'll be at the NASCAR Experience stage with driver Brennan Poole Saturday at 2:45 p.m. local time. So be sure to stop by. Hope to see y'all there. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, folks.